Welcome back, guys. We are now on to the most complicated step of this whole process. What we need to do is take this T-junction, 1-inch PVC pipe again, turn it into jump cuts. Each jump requires one of these per jump height that you want to set up. So if you have multiple dogs, feel free to make multiples of these. That way you're not constantly sliding the jump height up and down. Official dog agility jumps have, I don't know, about 10 different jump heights permanently mounted on them. You could go that crazy, but for me, I have one dog. I'm just going to make one. It's easier that way. So you have your option when you're making these. What I'm going to do is again use the electric miter saw, but what you can do is use a handheld cutting device. If you do, I suggest cutting it in half to start with. So kind of, this is the front, this is the back, so kind of cutting it in half. That'll form the cup. And then what you want to do is take each half and cut a V on the back so that it kind of clips onto the dog frame. Since I'm going to be using the electric miter saw, what I'm going to do is take care of the back first. So go straight down the back and then take care of the cutting it in half to form the cup. Because this requires some reasonable cuts that could get pretty dangerous with your hands, I will be using various clamps. If you're hand cutting them, the clamps also help. You can mount the T-junctions to your workbench or into a vise. That way you could use your hand and have it lined up and just go to town on it, or in a vise, yeah, that sort of thing. So again, T-junction, cut in half, make some jumps, some jump cuts. Here we go. Alright guys, here we go. I'm about to do my first cuts. What I'm going to do, since I'm using the miter saw, is cut off the backs, this side here. What I've done is I've taken an 18-inch cut from the previous step, put it into the T-valve, T-side port here. So that's held on. I'm using one of my clamps to hold it securely so my hands don't have to be anywhere around here. And what I'll do is just chop off this back so that this circle will have a flat spot here that's been cut out, and that'll allow it to slip on and off the post easier, but provide enough friction so it doesn't move. So here we go. Alright guys, I finished trimming the back sides of all these T-junctions. What I'm going to do now is form the cup by cutting them in half. What I'll do, I'll take 2 lengths of my 18-inch pipe, just put them on, and what I'm going to do is clamp both sides, because as the blade gets done cutting, it likes to launch one side. So this way we'll prevent the launching. Yeah, other than that, let's get to it. Alright guys, I finished cutting all the jump cups, and I just wanted to point out one thing. Always wear your safety goggles. One of the cups got caught in the blade as I was cutting, and as you can see, it didn't really survive. It blew up into a million little tiny pieces. So always wear your safety goggles. Fortunately, this stuff is cheap. This is like I think 60 cents or something for a T section, so no dramas there, but still, pieces were flying everywhere, so stay safe.